Hello guys and welcome to today's video, and we are now in the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season for the year of the 2022, and right on cue we got two areas of interest already here in the Atlantic, but our main one here is this 70-80 here. But we're not going to ignore the other X here, even though it's not really going to do anything, and it's not going to be a threat to any land areas besides maybe Bermuda with a few showers or something like that. But southwestern Atlantic, northeast of the Bahamas, a weak surface trough located about 150 miles northeast of the northwestern Bahamas is producing disorganized shower activity. Surface pressures are currently high across the area, and significant development of this system appears unlikely as it moves generally east-northeastward over the next several days away from the southeast United States. It only has a 10-10 shot here, so don't really foresee anything coming out of that, and we're not going to really be talking about that in this video. What we are going to be focusing on here is this 70-80 here. This is a broad area of low pressure that is located near the east coast of the Yucatan Peninsula that is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms over the northwestern Caribbean Sea and the Yucatan Peninsula. Despite strong upper level winds, they are expecting this to become a tropical depression in the next couple of days. Or later tonight, because I'm going to show you that it looks pretty damn close to being a tropical cyclone as portions of the Yucatan Peninsula during the next day or so, spreading across western Cuba, South Florida, and the Florida Keys on Friday and Saturday. And play, the people in these areas need to be paying close interest to this system as it's going to be working its way northeast over the next couple of days. All right, so here is the particulars here for Invest 91L. This is the latest 18Z or UTC time coordinates here. This is located at 19 north, 87.5 west. Max sustained winds are at 25 knots or 30 miles per hour, and minimal central pressure is about 1,007 millibars. So the pressure is decent for what it is right now. All right, so here are the model tracking guidance here, and as you can see, most of these take it right through Southwest Florida and cutting across the state here, and it's going to be dumping copious amounts of rain on some locations, which I will show here momentarily. So what we got here is we might have a shift in this track here, maybe at the 0Z time, because the mid-level center might be a little more east than first anticipated, which I will show here shortly. So let's take a look at some of the intensity guidance here. And the models they're not really liking it all too much, but we'll just have to see how it all pans out. There's some that is taking it to tropical storm status before making landfall in Florida, but that's yet to be seen here as we head forward. Now I'm going to show you guys what I really think here, and you guys can see where this convection blob is at, right? That's where the mid-level center is, and right now NHC has the center near the coast here, so there might be competing vortexes in this mid-level center, so we're gonna have to see how that all pans out as we head out through the next several hours here. And we're gonna take a look here at the visible here real quick, and as you can see, there might be signs of low level vorticity here in this area here. Actually, there might be several forms of low level circulations here, so this looks like it might be fighting to see which one of these circulations might become dominant, but it does look like it's getting closer to a tropical cyclone, and there might be some need to be potential tropical cyclone alerts put out for this, in my honest opinion. But we're gonna see what the NHC has to say here, in a little bit. So here is the sea surface temperatures for where this thing might be traveling, and here you can see that we got sea surface temperatures of about 28 or 29 C that this potential tropical cyclone has to traverse here, which is plenty enough fuel to support strengthening. But later here a little bit, we're going to look over what could stop it from strengthening as we head out through time. But as for right now, the water temperatures are decent enough for tropical cyclone development. All right, so here is the 12Z GFS, and as you can see, the initialization isn't really good because it starts it off at 1,002 millibars and it's 1,007 millibars. But we're still going to go out and see what happens with this. Here's 24 hours. We're at 1,001 millibars, and as you can see, it's moving pretty slowly here to the north and to the northeast. Once we get to the 48-hour mark, so let's see if we can't take any soundings here. We can. Here we go. We got 29 notches here, which is absolute garbage, and the relative humidity is it's all right, but it's not super conducive. So now we're gonna go to 72 hours, and this is pretty much near a landfall here. And you can see we're at a 996, which is a decent tropical storm here. So we're gonna have to see how this all pans out as we head out through the next couple of days, as the GFS now wants a pretty sound, tropical cyclone here before it goes into the south of Florida. Here we're going to take a look at the rainfall totals here for some locations, and as you can see in the 5-day time frame, actually no, we're going to go back. Here, we're going to go to the 3-day, 6-hour time frame. And as you can see, there are some places here in Florida that can expect anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of rain here right along the coastline areas. So this is definitely going to be a flooding threat to some as we head out towards the weekend. And as they say, turn around, don't drown. We don't want any, problems with people's cars getting trapped in flooded waters. So my advice is just to stay home and ride this out. Obviously, it's not going to be anything super bad or anything like that. It's more of a headache than it is something that needs to be extra cautious with. It's a headache rather than that. If you get what I'm saying. Anyways, now we're going to take a look at the European here. And as you can see, its initialization, it's all right, but could be better. But as you can see, as we head through time, it keeps it a convolvulated mess here, and it tries to tighten up as it goes into Florida, probably from the help of Lake Okeechobee. As you guys know, in 2008 we had Faye, and it was strengthening inland because of the help of Lake Okeechobee, which is a pretty decent sized lake right in the middle of Florida. So that could contribute to some strengthening if the low pressure area decides to move right over that body of water. So as you guys can see, once it gets off the East Coast, it starts to really consolidate here. And I don't know if this is extra tropical at this point, but we're going to have to see when that time comes. But now we're going to take a look at the rainfall totals as we go out through time. And as you can see here, some areas can pick up, 6 to 8 inches of rain according to the European. So it pretty much has the same kind of, rainfall totals, give or take an inch, as the GFS, but just in more spread out locations than the GFS, as the GFS is more concentrated to the south. So, it's going to be pretty much a washout this entire weekend. Whether we get some good, some winds, very gusty winds in here, that's yet to be seen. We're going to have to find that out as it tries to get its act together on its approach to Florida. But with that being said, I'll be with you guys for as long as this goes on, and what I plan on doing. I plan on doing videos just about every single day as long as it's a threat to Florida. And after that, if there's nothing going on, it's probably going to be video every other day. I'm not too sure yet, but that's the thought process I have right now. Anyways, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys stay safe this weekend. I know I'm in this area of a washout, so I'm gonna have to watch this one closely too, as I live in South Central Florida. All right, see you guys again tomorrow.